Hi Scorpio, welcome to your September 2020 reading. Thanks for joining me. My name's Michelle. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Scorpio, let's take a look. Your oracles, you're coming up as the Knight of Cups. So when it comes to love, romance, idealism, it seems to be that you are taking a risk here with the Fool card as your focus. I get this as taking risks, stepping out, trying something new. It's very light-hearted, whimsical kind of energy, which is kind of in opposition to the King of Pentacles as your overall energy. The King of Pentacles is ruled by the rhinoceros in this particular deck, and it does speak of abundance, power, wealth, of course, a certain ruthlessness as well to this, but more often than not with the King of Pentacles it's about stability, but that is at cross purposes with the Knight of Cups and the Fool. So really I feel that this is I would say a question. And what I'm getting here is that this King of Pentacles energy is asking you to ponder the actions that you take. Do you keep your commitments? If you make a mistake, do you fix it? And are you using your blessings wisely? So needing to keep your feet firmly planted and acting accordingly. So when it comes to this Fool energy, it's okay to have that Fool energy, but you don't want to do something foolish. So yeah, I get like a cautionary energy around this, paying attention to red flags, to make sure that you do something that is based in a more grounded energy rather than this more dreamy kind of Knight of Cups energy. But let's see where this goes here for you, Scorpio. This could be you, could be someone around you. Of course, this can be reversed energy. And if you're cross-watching, this could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. The rhinoceros. Powerful animal, of course, quite deceptive because he has this rather large girth, if you will, but very fast, very powerful animal. So there's a feeling around this. And also their sight is not great either, but they have wonderful hearing. And so what I'm getting around this here, Scorpio, is that the need to be very clear in how you're seeing things, because the rhino doesn't have good sight. So making sure you're seeing things clearly is what I'm getting from Spirit. Let's get a card from the Twin Tarot Oracle. Focus for Scorpio, please, for the month of September. What is the focus for Scorpio? We've got the dark side of the Chariot. It's my crazy Uber driver. Okay. Well, that makes sense with the Fool because it's kind of like the fool behind the wheel. Reckless. Acting with reckless abandon. If you see this kind of charioteer, he has this really wild kind of crazy look on his face, and he's going in, but he's going in without being in full control of his chariot. These two horses here representing his darker side, his lighter side, his duality, are working at cross purposes to each other. So again, this cross purposes energy that I'm picking up with this reading, which is this more stable energy of I need to keep my promises, I need to be this, I need stability in my life, versus I just want to go and have fun, play, experience kind of idealistic fantasy kind of energy that I'm picking up around that Knight of Cups, the Fool. The Knight of Cups is interesting because when you think of him, he's someone that comes in full of dreams. He's the dreamer of the tarot. He's someone who comes in with a lot of romanticism. He believes in the fantasy of romance. And it can be quite intoxicating, especially with Fool energy. Yeah, it's definitely the poet, the dreamer, Peter Pan, the romanticist, that kind of feeling. But tied in with this rhinoceros, which is force, power, strength, single-mindedness, and stubbornness, and the darker side of the Chariot, that energy coupled with force, it feels a little bit, well, it feels a lot of unbalance. I'm getting a lot of energy around this of torn between these two kind of energies. Now, also with the Chariot, when he's in the reversed state there, or his darker side, if you will, with him, there's a lot of blinkered vision. And again, with the rhino, right, blinkered vision, an animal that doesn't see very clearly. But that doesn't mean that it's not a powerful animal, because it's as great. It still has the perception, but it's mainly done through its hearing. So if your sight isn't good, it's about using your other senses. And for some of you, that may mean intuition, especially when it's about taking a particular action in something that you're not seeing clearly. There's also an obsessive energy with my crazy Uber driver here, and I'm not saying all Uber drivers are crazy, by the way, but you know the one. You know the one that you get in, you immediately think, I shouldn't have gotten in this person's car because they just seem a little bit off, and that's the imbalance here. There's a feeling around the Dark Chariot, which is a very negative energy, of course. He's obsessively driven. A King of Pentacles can be obsessively driven by a lust, and whatever he's lustful for. Because the King of Pentacles likes a lot of something, whether that's money, power, sex, whatever it is. It's someone who likes a lot of something. He's also preoccupied with winning, and he can be oblivious to the needs of other people, and he tends to kind of be very single-minded when it comes to winning. So focusing on a goal, extreme focus though. There's an energy here of needing to stop and consider. And I also get a feeling with that Dark Chariot of not only this being pulled in opposite directions, but both of these energies are quite important to this Scorpio. So it's not that one is more important than the other, these feel of equal importance, so that makes it even harder. Yeah. So it's about finding some kind of way, a realistic way, not this Knight of Cups energy, in which you can better manage these two priorities in parallel. You know, it's healthy to have goals and aspirations, but not at the expense of everything and everyone else in one's life. Ideally, we need to get that balance right. Yeah, without becoming overly concerned with one over the other. So let's see here, guys. I'm going to get a advice card from the angels, gods, and goddesses. Advice here for Scorpio, please. Advice for Scorpio. Advice for Scorpio. What do we got? Advice for Scorpio. Advice for Scorpio, please. What do we have? Angel of Emergence. Emergence. This is about something coming to the forefront, is what I'm getting from Spirit. So let's take a look at that one, guys. Something coming to the forefront, something emerging. The Angel of Emergence. Okay. So when we talk about it feels transformational. If you look at this as a butterfly is here, of course. So when we think of the butterfly, we do think about metamorphosis, something transforming from one thing to another. Now, there may have been an energy here of seeing the real you as well. So if you felt that you've kept yourself in the background, if you felt second best here, there's an emergence of coming out, wanting to be seen. And it's good, it's confident energy. It's about embracing that confidence as well. and honouring yourself, being very self-honouring with that confidence. Yeah, so it is about feeling better, feeling good, which is good, but tied in with this Chariot energy, it feels like being pulled in two very different directions, but both important. Okay, let's get some cards from the Cat Wisdom Oracle. Message for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to hear, Spirit Guides? What does Scorpio need to hear? What does Scorpio need to hear? What does Scorpio need to hear? Okay. Truth. Well, again, it's about authenticity, isn't it? Standing in your truth, being true to yourself, speaking your truth, letting your truth be out, and not letting it, not keeping it within, really. Truth. Well, with that one, guys, something that you need to communicate, that perhaps you've been sitting on, a need to say out loud and express. It's a form of expression. Something to say that needs to be said. It could be a number of things. It could be a sentiment, making a request, even delivering a presentation, something that you've been keeping within that needs to flow. Taking the time to tell others perhaps who you are, how you feel, what you need, regardless of reaction or response. And speaking your personal truth. Okay, so speaking your personal truth. You know, it is about stepping through the fear, taking that risk and expressing oneself. And with the Fool, I see that. I feel like it's like letting that freak flag fly, right? It kind of feels like that, Scorpio. Let's see who you are dealing with here, guys. Let's get the energy around the person that you're dealing with. The energy around the person that Scorpio is dealing with. The energy around the person. Oh, a couple came out, or they flew out. We've got the Weaver and the Wild Hunt. Oh goodness, okay. Fate and Destiny, the Weaver. Again, it's about being connected. Now I'm seeing this spider's web here. It's connections, making connections. It feels fated. The Wild Hunt, excitement, frenzy, journey. So it feels like with that Fool, excitement, it feels, well, look at the Chariot. He's all about frenzy and the journey, isn't he? So making a frenzied journey, I mean, that's what I'm kind of picking up there. Making a frenzied journey, perhaps towards someone here, Scorpio. Let's get some more energy around that Wild Hunt there. Excitement and nerves. Preparing to make a journey. Anticipation. Yeah, it's like anticipating for the hunt. Wow, goodness. So there's an energy around this of kind of like, if you think of it as, I'm getting this vision in my mind of like those old English fox hound hunts that they used to do. I don't know if they still do that, but they might. But there's that feeling there of that moment where you're just about to, where the prey gets released, and that standing in that moment of power there, of prey, of before you go and pounce on it. So it feels kind of like that. It feels like a wilder kind of energy, get ecstasy, bliss, some kind of frenzied storm, or frenzied ride. It's very fierce, powerful, a little frightening, but also very thrilling. So yeah, chaotic kind of energy, a wild time. A wild time. Wow, a loss of control. All right, wow. Well, you know, that's the thing. It seems like this person's excited you here, Scorpio. You're taking a very frenzied kind of journey. It may be quite spontaneous with the Fool and the Dark Chariot there. Something that you weren't expecting arises, so you kind of go for it. Yeah, and when we talk about the Weaver, destiny, fate, right? Believing something that is fated or destined. There's strength in that, and there's also nobility. But the thing is, the danger is in when we believe that something is destined, and we don't give ourselves enough, free will. We don't give ourselves enough thought. We don't put enough thought into it, especially with the Fool. We don't put enough thought into something before we do something, because we believe, oh, that's my destiny, right? So you go off and do something believing it's your destiny. Yeah. So every action has an impact. Every choice will create results that are impossible to see now. So it could be that this is destined, but it could be destined for a different kind of reason. It could be destined, you may be thinking that, oh, I'm destined to be with this person, but the destiny part of it could be you're meant to learn something from this experience. Yeah, so consider the impact of your choices into the future. And also you're being asked, because of this interconnectivity here, to consider how ancestors or people around you would feel about your choices. So choosing well. You are the weaver of your own destiny here. And you don't have to do something just because there's this kind of vibration within that you feel is destiny. Yeah, it's about your own free will, your own choice. But if you do this, then I think that you have to kind of be prepared for the consequences. For sure, Scorpio. So let's see. When it comes to your focus with this person, let's get a card from the Quantum Oracle. Focus for Scorpio when it comes to this person that they'll be dealing with here. The focus for Scorpio, please. We've got the healing light, but it's in reverse. Okay. So when we talk about, what's the opposite of healing? It feels like repeating. It feels like something that's being repeated. Yeah. I also get this kind of energy here with the healing light. It's more about the light coming from within. The ability to heal yourself coming from within. So not so much about how others can heal you, like you might be believing that this energy here will heal you, but this is more about the healing coming from within. So yeah, there is a definite need to heal something that is internal, but it's not a physical thing. I feel this is more like a mental thing or something spiritual. And you could even be being called to do something alternative, some kind of alternative therapy or healing energy. And it's now time to explore that kind of field, study. Yeah, some kind of, it could even be massage, acupuncture, something there. Yeah. Yeah, carrying that healing light within rather than seeking it without. It almost feels a bit hermit-like, but not without going to that extreme, This could be an energy, this could be like when I'm looking at the Chariot here, this darker horse could be this wilder energy, this fool energy, and the white horse is the healing spirituality, knowing that you have the ability to heal within yourself, but also having this kind of shadow side here that is pulling you to this other. What's emerging? Well, it will depend on how far you've come in this transformation, I feel. Which side? is emerging as like the dominant side is what I'm getting with that rhinoceros. He's very dominant energy, power, wealth, ruthless energy, if you will. Okay, let's get some tarot. And we'll start with how you feel about this person. So let's take a look. I've got the Strength card at the bottom of the deck. So again, that feels like power with that rhinoceros energy there. So let's see. And the Fool again. See how you feel about this person. Scorpio, let's take a look. We have the Devil in reverse, Two of Swords, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So yeah, you're in two minds about it. You've got a choice to make, a very powerful decision, but you're sitting on the fence. You don't know what to do. It feels like something is calling you. It could be this Queen of Cups in reverse, someone here. Temptation. It may be someone here who is around you that I'm picking up some immaturity around that individual. Someone here who needs help or assistance. You could be rushing in to help this person. But with the Shadow in reverse, how or why you're coming in to help this person, the motivation. Because I do get some kind of rushed trip here. But it may be under the guise of someone needing help, but what's really behind it is more of this devil kind of energy. So this could be someone that you're very attracted to here, Scorpio, whether it's male or female. They're reaching out to help, reaching out for help, rather, and you're trying to decide what to do here, what to do. Yeah, devil energy is definitely the side here of which side will win out. Angel or devil, spirituality or more of a physicality. Let's see. What do you like about this connection? Let's take a look. We've got the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Three of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So yeah, I mean, it seems like this is fun, pleasure, passion, very enthusiastic kind of energy here. And with the Ace of Swords in reverse, it seems to be like something that is pulls you out of this decision making. Like it's something that happens that you say like, oh, I'm just going to go and do it, right? I'm sick of thinking one way or the other. I'm just going to go for this. So it feels like that. It feels like that Fool energy, taking that risk, making a decision to pull you out of this should I or shouldn't I kind of feeling. Now, what you don't like about this, and this may not be just one person, by the way, with that Three of Cups. It could be someone who wants to go off and date, go and be single and date or something like that. What you don't like, we've got the Three of Swords, the Hangman in reverse, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. It feels like a sense of powerlessness to me. Like feeling like something else is driving the chariot, not you. Feels like a sense of being out of control. Weakness with that Seven of Wands in reverse, which causes pain, not just for other people, but for yourself, is what I'm sensing. So weakness, which causes pain. And I get a sense here of feeling like this can't be, you can't combat this, that you can't stand up here and fight off this other kind of energy. It feels like it's overpowering. But you don't like that. You don't like the feeling here of being out of control. You don't like the feeling of not being in control of your own chariot. And by the chariot, I mean your physical body, doing things that you shouldn't be doing, but doing them because it feels good. That kind of, it's like an addictive kind of energy with that devil card there. Obsessive, controlling, but not really controlling. I feel it's more the opposite. It feels an obsession, but out of control obsession. Uncontrolled obsession. Yeah, something emerging here is what I'm picking up here, Scorpio. I'm going to get one more card on that, actually. What is this angel of emergence about? What is this angel of emergence? The advice here. The advice here for Scorpio. Okay, we'll take both of these. We've got the throat portal again, which is about the courage to speak your truth, to not suppress anything. And we have empowerment. It's acting from that place of groundedness, strength, and stamina. Okay. So the thing is, if you're going to speak your truth, it has to come from a place of empowerment, feeling empowered, not this out of control energy. Like you have to be completely sure that this is what you want. No one can kind of say anything about it, and you're saying, this is who I am, this is what I want. And it's you standing in your own authenticity, your own truth, and saying, I want this. This sword energy. See this woman on this horse. That's very much someone who's standing in their own power. It's the opposite of this, where I was feeling like something else was in control of you, like letting more like a base instinct take control of yourself. This is you saying, being in total control of your body, mind, and spirit, and saying, this is what I want, right? So that's the energy here. Wanting what you want, but it has to come from that place of empowerment, being grounded, not from a place of weakness. Because if you're going to do this, you're going to have to need strength, stamina, courage to complete it, to really go through with it. It is about making a choice, but then being committed to that choice, whatever that choice is, whichever way this goes. It's not going backwards and forwards here, saying, oh, I want this now, but maybe this other thing later. This is about making a choice and sticking to it, but for the right reasons, because you're coming from a place of strength and being grounded. Remember, you are the weaver of your own destiny here. Although this person may be bringing a lot of excitement to the table, you have the power within yourself to make the right choice. So we'll see where this goes in the extended guides. I'll be pulling out some cards for the other person, how they feel about you, where this is going in the future, and also looking at some oracles as well for guidance. So please do join me there if this is resonating, Scorpio. The link is down below in the descriptions box, and that will be available on the Vimeo channel. Be about another 30 or so minute reading. Please do comment down below if you're liking this new style of reading. Share. Subscribe if you're a newcomer. I'd love to have you. Consider my new channel memberships if you're a long-time viewer. Guys, I'd love to have you as part of the team. You can click on the join button below for more information. I've got a couple of tiers right now. You can be a supporter, and you can also be a supporter with benefits. So I know which one I'd rather be. The supporter with benefits is more benefits. You get the early access to all of the readings that I do here on YouTube, including the He Said, She Said readings. Not only that, but you get them all at once, so you don't have to wait for your sign. So please do check those out, those channel memberships. If you'd like a personal reading, of course, email gypsyinsights@gmail.com. That email is also in the box below. Wishing you the best again with this. Please take care. I'll see you in part 2, or I'll speak to you again very soon. Take care, Scorpio. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.